my treasures, it's time to see if the walking mountain is just a giant walking meme or not, with my own personal twist on Highlander Shaman. The idea behind this is essentially we're going to be using the Highlander package to survive into late game so we can slam down the walking mountain. That will be discounted using multiple copies of Inzah. Then we are going to be using the Crazed Alchemist that is in the ETC band and the Jam Session. Now, for the Mulligan guide, first card to look out for is Reno. Reno allows you to get out of a lot of sticky situations, even if he is a late game card. Outside of this, you're going to be looking for early game removal tools such as Lightning Storm, or draw power cards such as Ancestral Knowledge. With that all being said, let's look at some games. Okay, time for a game against Warlock. Let's see what they have in store for us. I will say this, Reno looks like a weird card to keep here, but we probably will keep it. I'm debating on keeping Holli'dae or not. The idea about keeping Holli'dae is we could, in theory, top deck. Actually, yeah, let's just keep Reno. I don't want to have a high cost hand, or we're going to get an even higher cost card than Holli'dae. Okay, never mind. Right, so let's use a jar and scroll. Oh, going for Geyser is a perfect card here. Well, I mean, let's just use this. Put that at the top of the deck. We don't need the other cards. Okay, let's draw a card. See what we grab. Oh, Geyser. Oh, that actually is pretty good. I don't know what type of Warlock deck they're playing, which could be a problem, though. Okay, if there's Feral Spirits, we're going to use that and then just go face. I'm going to go for the second cold storage. It kind of breaks us for a turn, but it does discount or get our additional copies of Inzah, which could actually snowball really quickly. I will say, I included Brewmaster in the list, but honestly, you probably could cut her out, and then I don't know what you replace her with. Another removal tool, maybe? Or another way to... You could actually just put Crazed Alchemist in the main list instead. Because you can actually use Crazed Alchemist with Alkier instead. Which is not lethal, but it is pretty close to lethal a lot of the time. I'm curious if they're playing an older list. Okay, I guess we'll put down Inzah. We'll use cold storage. Could have also used Queen Ajara there, but what are the chances? Well, actually, we don't have... Well, no, I don't know. Queen Ajara into Ring is usually a pretty good play. You can actually OTK with Ragnaros instead, and I definitely have some footage of that. And while I didn't get too much footage with the Walking Meme as a card, or aka the Walking Mountain, I will say... I did get pretty lucky with the other combos within this deck. Like, there's a lot of combos that I got super lucky with that I'm amazed went off. Oh, Tree Rat. Inzah. Okay, look. I don't mind them dragging out Inzah. I would have loved to have the third copy of Inzah. I don't think... Okay, breakpoints. What are we looking at? We're looking at Jive Insect at 3. And... Oh boy. Well, Alkier being brought out is going to make them feel pretty safe here. Oh, Jive Insect. Alright, we'll slam down Ajara, going for the ring. Like 90% of the time you don't use anything besides the ring. Oh, actually, no, never mind. I was gonna say my math was wrong. But we had the additional discount on Lightning Storm. I can't remember why, but we did. Please. Please use Sargeras. Please. Let's go. Okay. Now we just need to draw into the Walking Mountain. Then as long as we do that, we should be fine. I think. Could have also used the draw 3, but... they'll probably attack with everything into Golgarath. Again, another name that I'm probably butchering, but it's whatever at this point. Okay, there's Tentacle. Alright, so there's Watcher of the Sun. Alright, let's use Reno. Gets rid of everything, including their portal. The fact that they aren't giving up is great for us. And now we need to draw a 1 in like, I don't know how many cards. It shouldn't be that difficult. It really shouldn't be. Okay, Force of Will. So now they can't play any minions. That's good for us. Depending on actually how, oh, Creation Protocol. Great. Why can't I ever get that card when I need it? So we can draw an additional card. Okay. Hey, 7 costs. And Brewmaster, that does nothing. Woo! Also probably should have used Prescience there for the 1 copy, so we could have got ETC. Okay. Creation Protocol. Hey! Do you have a Siphon Soul? Because if you do, we are screwed. That ain't a Siphon Soul. Okay, I will take that in a heartbeat. We gotta do the math here, though. Because we somehow have to hit through 3 taunts, 2 minions, and also hit their face for 22. So, Prescience, this gets ETC. This gets Crazed Alchemist. And we're not going to use it yet. We will be using it, though, I will say. This brings this up to 7 attack. Okay, and then we can use Zap. Also, probably should have done this in a completely different order. Let's go for Transformation. That gets rid of that. And then 10 HP. We're... Oh, we got it. We got it. We got the weapon. Never mind. It's no longer a walking meme. Okay, time for a game against Druid. I wonder what this is going to be. And by I wonder what it's going to be, it's probably going to be Dragon Druid. At least as a Highlander deck versus a Highlander deck, right? There's so many Highlander classes or decks ideas that I have that I really want to try out. There are even decks that I know that are running the new Reno, even though they aren't a Highlander deck, such as Rogue. There's a lot of possibilities. I really hope the package does get explored a little bit more within the mini set. Okay, so we'll probably use Knowledge here. Packed House is honestly probably the worst card in the list. This is also, I think, a game before I put Crazed Alchemist in the ETC pool. I can't remember what the 3rd card was, but most of the time you either choose Crazed Alchemist or Theatar, and it doesn't really matter what the other cards are. I did use Steam Cleaner, which is actually probably a pretty good meta call, just because we are playing a Highlander deck. Okay, so plating, this doesn't really tell me exactly what they're playing. They are a 35 card deck, which is interesting. I wonder if they're just ramp. That would be cool. Okay, let's use ETC. Let's see what I have in the pool. Oh, I did have Crazed Alchemist in the pool. Okay. I'm probably going to go for Theatar just because I'm assuming this is Highlander Druid, and I would love to try to steal either their Reno or they're going to be able to slam down a Theatar and steal our Theatar instantly. Hopefully this doesn't backfire on us, but I could definitely see. Okay, criminal lineup. We can draw 2 cards here. This dilutes the pool a little bit. Okay, Inzah, we only got 1, which kind of sucks. We're going to try to maximize the amount of cards we have in hand just so they don't steal something that is actually important for us to do, you know? Oh, Spine-tailed Drake. We could also slam down Theatar next turn, just hoping we grab their Theatar. Okay, Zap actually is a fine card to burn. Part of me, I think we will go for the Theatar play, because it's a I say it's a pretty high chance to steal Theatar out of their hand, but yet I don't see a Theatar here. Okay, I guess Brewmaster is the least problematic for them to have. I want the Lightning Storm for the AoE. And Inzah, I guess I could have gave them Inzah. Inzah probably would have been the better bet. But I really want the mana discount is the reason why I kept the Inzah. They're bouncing back ETC. They don't have enough mana for Theatar. I'm curious if we didn't give them Brewmaster, if they would have attacked into Theatar there. Ooh. That is a spicy top deck. Alright, well, let's do 3 damage, heal up, and then we can slam down our Feral Spirits. I'm assuming they probably have a ETC in hand. Walking Mountain top deck would be nice. Probably not going to be able to get the win con, but this is one of the few classes that we could, as long as we wait until they slam down Reno, I should say. Ah, Rhea straws up. Just what we wanted to see, and by what we just wanted to see, I mean no. No, we did not want to see her. Okay, so I guess we'll use his ability to do 20 damage to a minion. I just realized, though, in Wild, we could... Oh, no, you'd have to find a way to discount him down. I was going to say you could do, like, Silas Dark Moon plus the Ashen Tongue, and then one of the Mogar Artificers, and then you'd OTK your opponent through basically anything. I always did like finding those weird, wacky Silas combos. It honestly was one of my favorite cards when it was in rotation. Especially because we also had Ash Tongue. Ash Tongue actually made it pretty decent. Okay, so there's Wrath. Okay, I mean, that's fine. Not really the play I would have made, but that's not that bad. There is... So we do have an AoE in hand. We can use oh, Reno. We can't use Reno this turn. I can already see what's about to happen. Now, I'm going to speak it into existence. Because I'm assuming they still haven't used their ETC card. And we only drew 1 card off of that. That gives us a little bit of information, or gives them a little bit of information, I guess. Inzah goes down. We can use Lightning Storm here. I'm gonna try to maximize the amount of minions that we still have on board, just in case. Then we can hero power. I really don't like that play, but it isn't the worst play that I've ever seen in the world. Especially not the worst play that I've played before. They have 6 mana. Okay, Renethal. We probably will just slam down Reno, to be honest. Because it does get rid of their... Well, okay, there's a few things we could do. Okay, the weapon is interesting. I really don't like doing that. I really probably... well... We probably should have went for the Reno, but this does do what? We're 1 off lethal. We are 1 off lethal. Okay. At least they're not going to be able to steal the combo out of our hand. I'm curious of what their remaining cards were, to be honest. Okay, that... Still haven't found out what they had in ETC, have we? And they're back to full. Okay, well... We can do the damage there. We really should have used Jam Session, but I think I'm trying to keep it just in case. Because Walking Mountain, in theory, we could still pull off here, right? Right? Please? You don't know how hard it's been to try to pull off that card. Okay. Okay, look, we could go for our combo. But I think a game finished with Ragnaros being on the board for 3 turns is honestly just as good as going for the Walking Mountain. Come on. It doesn't really matter. As long as you don't get rid of our board, we are safe to go. Huh? Hey! By fire, be purged out of existence. And goodbye. The animation still goes through. GG. Okay, temporary game against DK. Let's see what they have in store for us. Let's get rid of Alkair. Keeping everything else here. We have draw power to instantly get back into him if we really need to. And we are starting with the coin, which is actually pretty good. Ooh, is this just going to be pure Unholy DK? I wouldn't mind if it is, to be honest, but definitely would prefer something more modern, to be honest. Okay, so it does look like it's pure unholy. All right, let's use scroll. I'm gonna grab chili vibes. Probably, if it is pure, they could just do a ton of damage in a single turn, which is what I'm kind of afraid of. All right, so... Oh, that actually isn't a bad hit. Also, I will say this is one of the matchups where we might be able to pull off full combo. That is completely true here. Okay, let's... Okay, Inzah actually isn't the worst. ETC isn't bad either. We have 10 cards in hand, so we might actually just want to coin and then pass the turn. Actually, no, let's do this. Since that is an additional... Oh, wait, was that an additional copy? Sometimes I forget. Okay, so lightning reflexes. That could be good. We might actually slam down ETC just to grab Crazed Alchemist out of it right away. But I think going for lightning... We're going to go for lightning bolt. Not because I want to, but because we don't have enough mana for Crash of Thunder. And we still don't either. So we're probably going for Tumbleweed, which is going to be a lot safer later on into the game. And then we can restore the HP to our big taunt minion, grabbing another scroll. We might be in a little bit of a situation there because we might accidentally turn off our Highlander stuff. Well, you know. Okay, there's Jived Insect. Let's grab Geyser. Geyser basically makes our fear, like, not a fear. Gotta grab one of the scrolls so they don't accidentally turn off all of our stuff. Restore the HP, put another taunt up. Hopefully the 1/1s won't screw us over. So, I mean, Tumbleweed just clears the board. Honestly, you could probably put Tumbleweed instead of Pack the House, and then, I don't know, for Primordial Wave, you would change that to something else too. Those were probably the cards that I was most looking at maybe removing from the list. I just ended up getting set in my ways, basically. Also, then you might also look at the... trying to think of what it's called. The 3-cost weapon. That I can't think of its name. Yeah. Get another minion on board. Slam down Inzah. I butchered that name. I've been saying it correctly the entire night, and I for once butchered that name. Actually, maybe I've been butchering it the entire night, and I got it right once. Okay, that could... well... One top deck, Reno to Jackson. Please. You don't know how many times I've accidentally called something like that out. Oh, man. It feels good to be able to do that. Walking Mountain a little bit late there, my friend. I think we still probably got it. We definitely... I hate that it's at 9 HP, but... Okay. Oh? Well, I think is legitimately GG. Because we slammed this down. We grab the Alchemist. We change the HP and attack around. And then we hope this also hits. We probably should have done that first. And it did. So GG, no re. Alright, so now that we're through the games, was this deck a walking meme or was it something great? Well, the walking mountains themselves was probably a meme. Honestly, you are going to win the games that you are going to be playing with this deck through a lot of alternate win conditions besides this, because it turns out a lot of classes have ways to deal with this card by turn 9. Even if you do mana cheat him out earlier by using Inzah. Overall, the deck still did have a 54% win rate, which was higher than I expected, but I kind of think that's because the Highlander package in Standard right now is just incredibly strong. If you're looking for a deck to make the Walking Mountain work in Standard Hearthstone, try this one out. But honestly, this deck, if you cut out the Walking Mountain engine, would probably be better off. But like always, if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, bye-bye.